can find it. Good morning. Or I guess it's good afternoon. We're used to doing 11 and it's
where we are, it's
in
noon.
the Eastern Standard Time. So good morning for those of you not in Eastern Standard Time, and good afternoon for those of you on Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
We are going to give people a few minutes to join the broadcast so that we give people the opportunity to join us. And just so you're aware, we're broadcasting from a business center at the hotel. So there may be some random people and things going on in the background that we don't have any control over. So kind of be patient with us on that. It's not as much fun as the furry friends at Mel's house, but it will definitely provide something a little interesting.
Oh yes. There's always that unpredictability of live broadcasting.
Right? The joys of live. If you would, while we're waiting and giving people an opportunity to join us, go down and click share and share this video to your page so that other nail professionals can find the broadcast and join in on the fun. And I'm scrolling down to find it on mine. Clicking share. I'm so excited. We actually have 3 guests today. And they don't even have to be in the iPad or on half of the screen. They get to be here in person. It'll be so cool to have guests in person.
Our first guest is waiting for us as soon as we are ready for her.
Yes. But we've been promising to tell them what's on the hats.
We have.
So I feel like we should maybe give them like 60 more seconds for everyone to join us before we show them what's on the hats.
Does anybody want to venture a guess while we're waiting?
Oh yeah, guess in the comments. We're dying to know what you think it is. Alright, there it went to the FingerNailFixer page. Now I'm going to share it on my personal page. Do we have any guesses yet?
Not that I see.
Alright. Some of the guesses on our posts on Facebook and Instagram have been awesome.
And some of them were very, very close.
Yes. Especially the one that was a turtle and a panda. Like, that was definitely the closest.
Yes.
Turtle power and panda power.
Yes.
That's like really, really close. And I'm going to click on this so it gets big. Hello, thank you for joining. We're so excited to have you. I love when we get hellos. It's so much fun. Yay. Alright, how many minutes are we in? We're about 2 minutes in. We've got about 30 seconds left of the 60 seconds. Hi! Oh good. We're like just in the screen just enough, so I think we'll be okay.
That way all the focus is on our guests.
Yes, for sure. Thank you. We're missing the lunch break at the Foot Forward Summit, so our friend Kim was kind enough to grab us some food so that we don't miss out on lunch completely.
Yes, Kim is awesome.
It's not the salon, so we don't have to starve today.
No, and if you were watching any of our social media, Kim is from Nails Over Georgia, and we went to her salon on Saturday and got pampered with some of the Nails Magazine girls.
And if you look up the hashtag Nail Society Salon, there we go.
Yes.
Hashtag Nail Society Salon. You can see some of the cool pictures that we had there, because not only were we there, the Nails Magazine team that came in for the Foot Forward Summit was also there. And then some of the Nails Over Georgia professionals came in from their own salons to work in Kim's salon in conjunction. So it was this really cool group effort.
Yes.
That definitely shows what a family we are as an industry. They're not competing against each other. They were all working together to service a large group in the salon.
They treated us. You talk about Southern hospitality.
Right?
We experienced Southern hospitality.
Yes.
It was fabulous.
And the Georgia peaches are like this big. They're so beautiful. And so you can see some of those in the photos. They're so awesome.
They gave us bottles of Coke that are flavored with Georgia peach.
Yes, and who knew there was peach Coke?
Right?
The funniest things. So we've definitely had some really cool adventures while we've been in Atlanta.
Yes.
And we can tell you a little bit more about some of those at the end,
Yes.
as well as finding them on our Instagram and Facebook channels. So if you don't already follow us, you can find me on Facebook as FingerNailFixer, as well as on Instagram as FingerNailFixer.
And you can find me on Facebook as Mel's Tips of the Trade, and on Instagram it's just Tips of the Trade. Really look forward to hearing from all of you guys, or any of you guys.
Yes, we love hearing from you. Your feedback makes everything so much more fun and makes this worth it, because we do this for you.
Yes.
We
have fun.
Yes, there would be no need for us if there wasn't you
Right.
that thirsted for education and looked for information.
And a shout out to anybody that is here in the hotel at the Foot Summit and is watching us while they're having lunch.
Yes, hi!
All right, are we ready?
We're ready.
Okay.
So the show that we bring to you once a month is always on the second Tuesday of the month. Or the second Monday. I always call it Tuesday. It's the second Monday of the month, every month, at the same time, 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern Standard, 10 Mountain Time, 9 on the California coast, and it's like 5, 6-ish in England. It's really, really in the middle of the night-ish for Australia and New Zealand.
3 and 4 a.m.
Yes. And we're so grateful for everyone that watches from all over the world. And Mel got a hold of me at one point and had this genius idea of comparing us to a classic movie. Do you want to tell the story just really quick?
A classic movie and a classic Saturday Night Live skit. After we had done our second broadcast in April, I texted Holly a couple days later and I said, it just dawned on me, we are the Wayne's World of the nails world.
Exactly.
And that I would only continue doing our broadcasts if we could end our next broadcast with NailOn. So NailOn was born.
Exactly. And you may have noticed that we now end the broadcasts with NailOn, and it's a hashtag. So if you look it up, it's hashtag NailOn, and you can find a lot of our events and adventures while we've been in Atlanta, as well as when we do other things that are nail related that we think would be beneficial to you from an education standpoint. And since we now have a name of the show, NailOn, every show needs a logo, right? So on the hats, dun dun dun, are you doing a drum roll on your desk? Boom! It's NailOn, it's the logo. And even cooler than the hats, we have these wicked fantastic t-shirts. And you can see that our logos have been combined so that we bring 2 educators worth of education to you every month. And we hope to continue this for as long as you need it and enjoy it and get some benefit out of it.
And I would like to give a shout out to my oldest son, Josh, who designed them for us.
Yes, he did. And Josh is like this killer artist who does so much work for us. And in my side business as a social media consultant, he also does a lot of logo work for my clients. So he is just stellar.
I called him and I said, I have an idea. Can you help us? We only have a few weeks to do this.
Yes.
Can
and
you
it like
please combine both of ours
came
and
together.
let the artist take his artistic freedom and let him go with it.
Totally. And now we can post the pictures where we were wearing the hats going all over Atlanta without looking like this, because that was a really awkward way to pose. And now we're going to start off with our first guest at the Foot Forward Summit. Some of you may be familiar with her, and if not, we definitely are going to have her mention some social media so you can be looking her up. She's been in the industry for quite a while. Her name is Nina Dawn Patton. Nina Dawn?
Would you join us, pretty please?
Yes. She is with Safe Pro, which is a distributor of strictly safety cleaning products, which is so cool. Yeah, hop on in between us. Oh, and she has Asheron. Yay! Brilliant.
With bringing him to
So
you.
Asheron is who stars in a lot of my Instagram stories so that you don't have to see selfies of me all over the place because I'm just not a selfie girl. I
I thought
tired
you were
of
like the queen of selfies.
Yes, but like they have to get tired of looking at me.
No, nobody gets tired of
I
that.
think Asheron is cuter.
I don't think so. But
All
he
right.
is pretty cute.
So what are your social media channels, first of all, so that they can find you? Website?
Well, I'm on, okay, my website is
There we go.
safepro.com.
Okay. And
And
she spells it SAIPH.
Because Safe is the 6th brightest star in the Orion constellation. So you get your
Cool.
5-star rating with the education, and we are the 6th star to provide your product with safety and sanitation.
That is so
That's
cool.
cool.
I love that.
Yes.
That is an epic explanation. That is wicked.
So this is why we are Safe Pro.
Perfect. And what was your purpose of coming to the Foot Forward Summit and speaking?
My passion is education, and I find that there's a void in the industry with safety and sanitation. We have a lot of wonderful companies out there that's doing product applications, nail art, and those types of things, but safety and sanitation it's not glamorous.
No.
But it's so necessary.
It's extremely necessary.
Yes.
In order to have safe glitter, you've got to start with the foundation.
Right.
And safety and sanitation, of course, is the
Yes.
foundation. So when Beth approached me in Houston and mentioned this, I said, "Do you need a speaker?" And she said, "Oh, you would speak?" I said, "Girl, give me a microphone. I'll tell them where to park." Because I love talking to people. So I was very excited when they invited me to come and be a speaker here. And
Well, thank you
talk
for
about-
joining us.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
we're
I'm glad
super
I
excited to
found
have you. If you could just give nail professionals, let's do new and veteran, do you think?
Yes.
If you could give someone that is new to the industry one piece of advice that has to do with your subject matter, what would it be?
Continue the education, and that's for both new and people who've been in the industry forever.
Mhm.
You have to continue your education. What we're taught in schools mostly is what state board requires us to take the test and pass.
Mhm.
There's so much to learn beyond that, so much to learn, because our state board regulations tend to be 5-10 years behind
Mhm.
what we actually know is to be true today.
Right.
So that would be the key thing is, and invest not only in the glitters and the wonderful products, but invest in your safety, because you're going to be a nail tech for a really long time, we hope, and we want you to be safe during those years. 20 years from now, we don't want you to have lung issues because you never wore a mask and you were breathing in all that dust for 20 years.
Mhm.
We don't want you to have skin conditions because you never wore gloves.
Mhm.
So you want to start off the right way.
And it's interesting because clients really don't mind that you take those measures.
Absolutely not.
I did the advanced nail technician certification, and one of the things in there was like, if you're going to be called an A&T, you need to wear gloves in the salon. And I'm like, I don't want to wear gloves. They make my hands sweaty. My clients are going to think it's weird. I can't feel their skin. Like, I had all these reasons why I didn't want to do it. But I
But we
wanted to be
dispelled
an
every one of
A&T
those.
more than I wanted to not wear gloves.
Yes.
And so I just put a Facebook post up for my clients. You know, would you be offended or would you mind if I wear gloves in the salon to basically offer an elevated level of safety for yourself and myself getting a service? And all of their responses were, as long as you don't quit, you can stand on your head for a service. We don't care.
I would like to see that.
So, right?
That would be an interesting service. Upcharge for that.
Yeah, you would definitely have to upcharge to do a service while you stand on your head.
Yes.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, wearing gloves is one of the most basic things that you can do to protect yourselves. Of course, you always want to make the clients wash their hands properly before a service. You wash your hands in new gloves every service, every client. Even if you're going from pedicures to manicures, you want to take those gloves off, wash your hands, and put on a new set of gloves. If you get up off that chair to go answer the phone, to go talk to another client, new pair of gloves every time.
Yes, my clients always kind of look at me funny when I have to like blow my nose or whatever, and I throw my gloves away.
Absolutely.
They're always kind of like, And so it definitely is important. Anything you touch that is not that service, you've got to
Exactly.
switch the gloves.
Because there's this little thing called cross-contamination.
Mhm.
And even when you are working with your bottles, your polished bottles, your acetone bottles, all of those things, you always want to wash those off
Mhm.
also. It's not just your table surface. You want to wipe down your bottles that you're
Mhm.
touching, because you're touching the bottle with your gloves on.
Mhm.
You're contaminating the outside of that. And then you get to your next client, you're touching that same bottle. You want to make sure those bottles are clean.
And making
So
sure the
absolutely.
nozzle of the bottle is not touching the client.
Please, yes.
Yes.
I don't know
Yes.
how many times they like doing the cuticles and it's all over. It's like, no, it drops.
Yes.
Yes,
Let it
everything
drop.
drips. Yes.
Touch.
Yes, keep not touching the nozzle to the client skin. And another one I find really common is not wiping the lamp out in between clients.
Yes. Ew.
Ew,
Right.
Yes. Ew.
Right.
Well, and one of the things that I hear is, well, I don't have to because they've already washed their hands. They're already sanitized. No, you do it.
Mhm.
It's good habit, if anything.
How often do they sit there and,
Exactly.
Or they touch their
Or-
phone that they
right,
were touching
yes.
before they
Oh,
washed their hands.
And we all know that the phone is one of the nastiest things that we touch every day,
Right?
except
Like,
every
just look at your phone case to tell.
Well, and of course my son has destroyed my phone case, but every time
Oh,
I
yeah,
get a
mine
wipe
looks
in my
terrible.
hand, I wipe my phone, I take my case off religiously and
Mhm.
clean it.
Mhm.
It gets cleaned more than my car, for sure.
You're supposed to clean your car.
Eventually, I've heard rumors.
Right.
some people subscribe to that notion, some people don't.
Right. Some of us live on gravel, so it's kind of
That's true, but no, I mean, it's true. You're gonna work on their hand, you're concentrating on their nail art. What are they doing with this hand while you're not looking?
Mhm.
Yes, you wipe the lamps out.
Mhm. For
You
sure.
wipe off the table, boom, you wipe off the lamp.
Excellent. We have Nina Dawn for just a couple more minutes. Do any of you have questions for her that you would like for us to ask?
Well, I will, while we're waiting for
Yes.
questions,
Yes,
let me
please.
say I am here today to talk about being a medical nail technician
Yes.
and working with podiatrists, both in the salon and in the podiatry office, so that's what we talked about today.
I thought your advice was great, like
Thank
breaking
you.
it down into the different styles of how to work for them
Yes.
and mentioning approaching them was really cool.
Yes, she gave a presentation already this morning. We got to sit and listen to that one. That was some pretty fascinating information.
I was so excited.
Yes, she was a speaker.
Like she gets a special
Oh,
release.
this is so going into my memory box.
Right? I'm such a nerd for that stuff. It's so cool.
When I die, they're gonna be like, "Why does she keep these little things?" Because this was an amazing experience.
Right?
Exactly.
And I just
You pick
know,
up souvenirs when you go on vacations. This is a
this
souvenir.
Is, oh, my last souvenir was from Iceland.
Yes, you were
Nice.
telling us about that last night.
Yeah,
Yes.
love it.
I'm a little Icelandic Viking.
That's so cool. I'm not seeing any questions. Can you guys
Everybody's
hear
having
okay?
lunch right now. That's
They
all.
are
Yes.
having lunch.
Yeah.
Everyone's eating lunch at the Foot Forward Summit.
But I will say, if anybody has any questions after, I'm sure a lot of people will go back and look at this again. You can reach me through my website, safepro.com, and we started talking about social media. I am on Facebook.
Okay.
My Facebook for the company, of course, is safepro.com. I have finally updated my name on Facebook to Nina Dawn Patton, so you can find me there. It used to be Crystal Nail Artist. There's a long story behind it.
Right.
But it's Nina Dawn Patton on Facebook, and then on Instagram, I think it's SafePro.
Okay.
Is that the at
Awesome.
thing at
Mhm.
SafePro?
Yep, the little at.
And then there's what's the other one?
Twitter?
Twitter. I think that one is at Safe Salon.
Okay.
So, but I don't get on those as often as Facebook. I'm working on it. Back off.
Good deal. When we do a follow-up blog, we can include the social
Yes, we
media
will.
for our guests.
And can
Absolutely.
you drop her website address into the
Yes.
comments?
Yes.
Oh, will you ask this question? Oh, it's a statement. Will you
It's a
let her know what Deb said?
What did
Deb
that
says,
say?
I'm currently working on my MNT and loving it. I wish I could have come to Atlanta.
Well, Deb, we appreciate you commenting today, and I really appreciate you working through the MNT program. And I'm looking at you right now to let us know, reach out to us. I'm also a MediNail Advisory Board member. Reach out to us if you have any questions. Lori Ducharme and Aaron Glenn are also here present at this event today. We are all about supporting you in your education and your new path in this industry. Personally, it has completely turned my career in nails upside down. I was in a salon. When I got that education, I realized that I could be in a medical office, and for me and my personality with that structure, it fit better. And to know that that was an option. And then of course I created SafePro because of the education. I realized there was such a gap in the industry between all this amazing education through many different programs. Of course, MediNail's close to my heart. But then you can't get the products and the support for the products. And this is what SafePro is all about. There's nothing on SafePro website that does not get approved by Dr. Robert Spalding. I talked with Doug Schoon at length about different products. I don't just put something on there because it has a profit margin. I think it sells. I put it on there because I think that's the best thing for the industry. And it's not just my opinion. It's the opinions of other experts in the industry. So that's the only thing that I do for the SafePro is what's best for everybody else. Aerovex with the air quality equipment, proper N95 rated masks, please. Come on, we don't want you to breathe this stuff in. So anything, somebody needs to ask questions, by all means reach out to us.
Awesome.
And just know I am a one-person show right now with the Safe Pro.
So be patient.
I do ask for a little patience because I also have to work for a living. So I do the best that I can, but I'm very passionate about it, and I want this to be my full-time thing because it's so needed.
And
It's so needed.
well, those of us, especially all of you in here, we appreciate the passion of what we do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we definitely, who doesn't understand being busy? Anybody? Like, raise your hand if you're not busy. Yeah, I'm not seeing any hands up. So, how about if we get some hearts for everyone that totally understands being crazy busy?
Well, not
Like,
just
we
that,
should
but
now see some hearts.
even with nail tech, I mean, we have families, we have our kids, we have, a lot of us have more than one job. Because a lot of us are part-time nail techs, and we still work at the banks, or we still work at
A nurse or
dental assistants. We get
Yes.
a lot of dental assistants in
Yes.
this industry, and a lot of nurses in this industry. So yeah, and there comes the hearts. I see them popping
Yep.
up.
See, look at all these busy people.
Absolutely.
So they'll totally be understanding if it takes you more than 5 minutes to reply to them.
I'm not Amazon.
you're
I
not
would
going
love
to
to
get
be.
Prime the second day of 2-day shipping.
I can't do free shipping. If I did, it would be like a box of gloves would cost like $100.
Right? No doubt.
But I do appreciate all of the support. I have recently had an outpouring of support when I was in Iceland for a week on family business, and it was very touching.
Good.
And I want to say thanks to everybody for that.
That's awesome. The industry is a huge family.
Huge family.
And we have to watch out for each other.
Well, and we have some of the wonderful aunts and uncles that we love to hold dear, and then we have the crazy ones that we sit right out on the front porch, and then we have the family that we're like, yeah, we don't want to associate with.
Exactly.
It's
just like
a
real family.
Just like a real family. We don't all have to get along, but we do all love each
we
other.
shouldn't be in competition with each other.
Absolutely
we should
not.
elevate each other and elevate our industry.
Exactly. That's key right there. We can't. The two things that are going to change this industry the most is what you just said, helping each other and
Yes.
stop thinking that we're competition. We are not. We should all grow.
Just last night, I met another nail professional from my town where I work. She works maybe 6 blocks from me. Her name is Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. And I didn't even realize she was there. But we are not competition for each other. We should be helping each other.
Exactly. Referrals, because what you do in your salon might not be right for everybody who walks through your door.
Exactly.
And then you can say, oh, well, if you're not right for me, I have this other person
Right.
that you would be perfect with.
Yes.
And that's that referral relationship.
Yes.
But the
I
other
have one of
thing-
those in my town as well.
Exactly. The other thing is consumer awareness. We've got to teach our consumers what to expect out of safe and healthy
What they
salons.
should expect.
What they should expect.
Yes.
And actually through Safe Pro, I have been going to our local hospital system, Ballad Health, and I was recently at a senior center, and I do free classes for the community, and that's all I talked about is this is how you find a safe salon. These are the things that you look for. Basic stuff. Look for a nail license on the wall. In Tennessee, we're required to wear a name tag. Look for the name tag. Ask questions. Like when I got my tattoo done, the first thing we did when he sat down, he had his gloves on. I said, well, tell me about your sanitation process before we started. He was excited to tell me about this.
I've done that also at a tattoo shop. It's like, tell me about all this.
Yes, I'm in Iceland. Dude is from Italy who lives in Czech Republic and is just an So there could have been a language barrier. But
Right,
the minute I'm like, I need to know about your sanitation processes. He was excited to tell me, we do this, we have gloves, we do that, we have disposable implements, Anytime you ask somebody what their safety protocols are, they should be excited to tell you about them.
If they get offended or hesitate,
Go bye-bye.
walk away.
Yes.
Yes.
And you as a nail technician should never be offended by the
No,
question.
exactly.
This should be a place of pride, just to say, I will take people. I like to have my autoclaves front and center. Here's my autoclave. This is how I do it. Oh, let me show you. Like, I'll take that extra 5 minutes because it's just, you gain a lifetime.
Yes.
You gain a lifetime of
Absolutely.
clients when you do that.
Like I make a point I have individually wrapped files for every client, and I make a point of opening it right in front of them so they see exactly each client is getting a brand new file.
Yes. Regardless of what your state board recommends.
Exactly,
Because
exactly.
in Tennessee, you're actually permitted to reuse files again. And it's like, just because you can
doesn't mean you should.
All right. We have a comment from Lisa. She said, I think we need to advance the term to nail pro at the very least.
Absolutely.
And I do find myself trying to say nail professional or nail technician versus nail tech.
Yes.
Let's try to nail pro.
Just trying to kind of incorporate that into the client's mind that you
We
are
are
coming to a
professionals.
professional. It's not someone that's doing this just cause.
And we need to behave like professionals. We need to dress
Yes.
like professionals. We need to use proper terminology. It is not greenies, lady, sorry. It is Pseudomonas. It is not
Not
a drill.
mold.
Yes, it's not a drill.
Yes.
It's an e-file or an electric file. Like,
Mhm.
I know it's tedious, but we need to use our proper terminology. We need to use our education.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to act like professionals. We need to dress like professionals.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Lisa.
Another one is, thanks Lori for adding the website in
Oh,
again.
yes,
That's
thank you.
awesome.
Oh, Lord,
And
awesome.
Robin said, I hope you make this summit annual. And Nails Magazine does have plans to make this an annual summit here in Georgia. So those
Oh,
of
I
you
hope I
that
get to
could
come back
not
next
make
year.
it this year, definitely start saving your tips and pennies if you would like to come next year, because this is definitely a unique event.
This is unlike any other event that's
Mhm.
held. Most of the events, which are amazing,
Mhm.
it's all about shopping, it's all about classes and nail art and things.
Mhm.
This is like so medically centric.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's health centric. I don't know if there's any glitter here, to be honest.
I don't think so.
Not for-
It's more about
Not for
caring.
sale anyway.
It's
Not
more
for
about
sale. No, it's not
right,
for
it's all
sale.
over the
It's
nail.
here. It's just not for sale.
It's really more about
Safety, sanitation, and health.
and yes, and
And we've had
taking care of
podiatrists
those
here.
clients that we're not used to or that we have all the time and we really are like,
don't know how to
yes.
properly take care of them.
And being able to put out in your community, I specialize in a diabetic pedicure.
Yes.
A huge number of the population is diabetic. Huge.
Especially
I
in
am
the South.
diabetic. Right, where you're drinking sweet tea by the gallon.
Well, because we like a little tea and our sugar.
Exactly. Tea flavored sugar is totally the way to go.
That's totally it. Like we just intravenously right here.
There you go. All right.
But that's what this event is about, is getting the medical professionals and the nail technicians in the same room. MediNail Learning Centers also has some online programs doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So there's more than one avenue to receive this information. MediNail actually did a safety summit in 2016 in Chattanooga a few years ago.
Oh,
Which
cool.
We're wanting to repeat that,
Mm-hmm.
but it's out there and it's a new concept. And it's going to grow because people are demanding it. And the great thing is that we have doctors here, we have podiatrists here talking to nail techs and us
Yes.
talking to them.
Yes.
Mhm.
And there's intelligent questions
Yes.
from on both sides,
And
it's
And
an
respect.
exchange. Yes.
And getting the podiatrist to recognize us as nail professionals, getting, the Medi-Pedi certification and respecting you for your advancement of your knowledge. And not just looking at you like, you just do nails, what do you know?
Well, because
Yeah.
the only thing they see is what's on the news. And what is on the
Right.
news? Okay, we've got all of the diseases or the
Mhm.
infections on the news. We have so-and-so lost their foot because of bad pedicure.
Mhm.
And now, talking about professionals, we have clients being locked in salons because they don't want to pay.
Yes, I saw
And
that.
people, I mean, I saw like 3 come across Facebook in 1 week. And
So
they're
crazy.
they're fighting and please, no. It's not worth the $5. Just put them on a little don't ever service them again list and let them go away.
Yes, and
You know?
most states have, a lot of states at any rate, have a private Facebook page for their nail professionals.
Yes.
So network at events or online to find out if your state has a private page. And in our state, there's a page for Iowa, and they will post, like, here's a screenshot of this person's information. These are the things you should look out for when they call to book an appointment,
She's
so
not
that you
paid,
can
she's
warn
bouncing
other
checks,
people.
yeah.
Yes,
I mean, that's
absolutely. And
That's
that's
the
another
that's a
looking
better
out
way.
for each other.
exactly.
Yes, and that's not going to go viral on social media and make everybody look like trash.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's so frustrating.
Because that would be a very frustrating situation to have to handle.
Yes.
And a client who doesn't want to pay after you've done $80
Yes.
worth of work in an hour and a half.
Yes.
And if you have any doubt that they would pay, put a deposit up front. 50% up front, non-refundable. That's perfectly reasonable. And if they don't want to do that, then they don't
That's kind
schedule.
of an
Bye.
indicator.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a huge indicator.
Yeah.
Huge.
We have a comment from Morgan that is just too priceless to pass up.
Uh-oh.
She said there is glitter at the event. His name is Nelly. Hi, Nelly.
So true.
So if you're watching, Nelly, Morgan gave you a shout out.
That's right.
And
He's a doll.
Lori mentions the networking with other nail professionals who are passionate about the industry. That is one of my favorite things about attending events.
Yes.
You always go home renewed and revived and revitalized with your passion for everything. And I think it's really important as a nail professional to post on social media what you're doing. Mention that you're at events. Mention a tidbit that you've learned that's important for your guest education. Because then your client can share that tidbit. Everyone knows someone that goes to a salon they shouldn't.
Yes.
Everyone. And so when your client shares that information and it has your salon as the original poster of that information, that's free advertising for you because you've been letting them know about your education and giving them information. And speaking of social media, next month's topic, if you tune in September on the second Monday of the month at our usual time, is going to be about social media and how you can help your business using social media. Cool.
Yes, looking forward to doing that one.
For sure. All right, and Lisa, this will be the new wave that may cause the vital need for change in the nail enhancement arena. And I agree, the more we promote education and safety online as nail professionals, the more likely the consumers are to demand it.
Absolutely, and this is why SafePro reaches out directly to the community for that education. And when I do my classes to them, I don't down people. I don't say, oh, this person, this group of people you should never see. I say, this is what you need to look for, this is what you need to ask for, and this is what you should not accept.
Yes.
But there's no point in degrading other people.
Shaming?
No,
there's absolutely
no.
no point in shaming. You want to talk about the good things that you can offer, and we'll leave it at that.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like, leave it on the table.
Take the professional route.
Yes, well, and people know. They know
Oh,
where they
yeah.
can go. And there's no ethnic group that has the hold on nasty. Like,
Oh,
there
no.
can be all kinds
No.
of nasty out
Nasty comes in every color.
there. One comes at every price point, too.
Yes,
It's
it
not
does.
just the $20 pedicure.
No, it's not.
Sometimes it's the $100 pedicures. They're not cleaning their tubs out either. So you have to be educated as a consumer to come in and say, hey, what is your process to clean out this jetted tub? When's the last time somebody took that cover off and cleaned behind the jets?
Like, will you show that to me? real quick?
Exactly. And if they don't want to show it to you, or if they go, wow, I didn't know that ever came off.
Run.
Bye-bye.
Run away.
Bye-bye.
All right, well, we should probably wrap up with things.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you, thank you.
Thank you
for
so
having
much
me.
for
Joining us.
coming. We really appreciate
I
it.
appreciate you
And
guys.
enjoy the rest of the day. And you guys be sure and look up SafePro on social media as well as safepro.com so that you can ask me and Dawn any further questions you have on that.
SAIPH.
Yes,
SAIPH.
and Lori was kind enough to drop a link in the chat for you as well.
Lori's
So
amazing.
she's got your back.
And we will see you this afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nelly.
Thank you
Yes,
so
right.
much.
Yes, sneak out right there. So our next guest, is she in the room with us?
I thought she popped in and then popped back out. Do you see foot
Oh, did you
Nanny
even
right out
sit
there
back
waiting? I think she kind of wandered in while we were chatting. Our next guest, you may have seen on social media, she's one of the sponsors of the event, is Foot Nanny. And we'll let her give you a little bit of an introduction to herself as well as how to find her on social media. Come on over, we're ready for you. Oh, she's not in here, she didn't come back.
We're still looking.
Okay.
We're still looking, okay.
Just kidding. They're gonna hunt her down. Yay. And then after the Foot Nanny, we're gonna have Beth, which is the executive publisher at Nails Magazine. And so we've having a really cool variety of guests. And how many of you are familiar with Foot Nanny? Throw us up some thumbs up so that we know who has seen her before. And shout out and hey to the people that are joining us from lunch here at the Foot Forward Summit. We see your names popping up. We're really excited to have you on the broadcast
Yes,
today.
we are.
Yay! Lots of people know who Foot Nanny is. Awesome.
And for the first time, we actually have an audience.
Yeah, we've
It's like
never had a live audience
in
before.
studio audience here.
It's so cool. You guys want to come over and wave at everyone? Be like, hey.
Come and give
Yeah, just pop right in here.
Yep.
Awesome. Do you want to quick tell them what you think about the Foot Forward Summit?
Go ahead.
She's like, I know. Come on, don't be shy. It's all nail people. They love you. Can you tell us from over there?
It is wonderful, absolutely amazing.
What has been your favorite thing you've learned so far?
Foot restoration, the barefoot.
Awesome. So they're really
that's
excited
wonderful.
about the restoration.
And would you repeat her answer in case people couldn't hear her?
That's what I think.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Yay, we're gonna sub in MediNail
All right.
with Lori Ducharme since we cannot find Foot Nanny. That's the
I
thing
did
about
run out
networking
there and
events.
look
We
for her.
get really busy networking and it's like, whoa, what time is it?
No time, no
Yes,
watch on.
exactly.
Yeah, so
The
lost track
time
of time.
flies.
Hi,
So
everybody.
tell us what you are at the Foot Forward Summit for.
Most of the reasons, this is my gig. Love this. Very interested in advancing with my foot career, foot knowledge. I'm also a regional education ambassador for Dazzle Dry. That has filled a big space in my salon right now for service needs. So they just feel, for me, everything ties in hand in hand. So a lot of my clients are more mature clients, and they're not interested in going the gel polish or nail enhancement route. So one just complements the other. So I'm able to safely do cosmetic services on them. A lot of toenail reconstructions have been coming my way due to my referring podiatrist. I have one in particular who refers a ton of people to me, and I'm very grateful for that. So that's been a game changer. And just being able to remove Dazzle Dry products very easily. I like their spa line as well.
Cool.
So I'm very lucky.
And throw in the comments your favorite polish lines for your clientele so that we can see what polish lines is everyone using and what works best on your elderly clientele for you.
Good call.
And you're on the board that she mentioned, correct?
I am on the MediNail Advisory Board, and I'm also a member of the Massachusetts Healthy Cosmetology Committee. And that is it's a committee of industry professionals, scientists, environmentalists that meet in the Boston area to try to get more information out for the consumers or for state boards, just health and safety issues. And MediNail, we have a wonderful group of people who, again, we're trying to just get information out to promote our programs. That this really has elevated my career. It's changed my career as an
I like how many comments we're getting with this type of education, coming to these type of events, has changed the career.
Oh,
Yes,
gosh.
yes.
Totally.
You definitely learn how to elevate your service, elevate your salon cleanliness standards, and elevate your client care.
And educate your clients.
Well, thank you for stepping in for us. Thanks for having me.
Thank
Yes,
you.
I just like
Appreciate it, Lori. You work it.
Next we have Miss Foot Nanny.
Yes, we have Gloria.
She's in the
Foot Nanny.
building.
She has been found. Go ahead
Around
and
here,
hop
sweetheart.
around here. And I'm gonna grab your website and throw it in the comments for them. Will you give everyone a quick introduction?
I'm on
who
now?
You are.
Yes,
you
ma'am,
are
you
live.
Oh, hi!
Right there.
My name is Gloria L. Williams. I am the founder and CEO of Foot Nanny, and this is a very exciting event. I am like in pedicure heaven.
Yes.
I am surrounded by the most powerful women in foot care. I know a lot of y'all are out there, but you didn't come to the summit. And,
Next year. We'll try and get them here next year.
I hope
Yeah,
so.
they got a whole year to save up and plan.
Yes.
Save our money. It's so exciting to see a whole room full of women and men. There's a couple of guys here that are learning about foot care at an advanced level. They're taking us away from the standard level and raised us to the level that we deserve to be on in a matter of a day. It was crazy. We went from a podiatrist to a medical nail tech. I'm not a medical nail tech, but and definitely not a podiatrist. But it was amazing at how they talked to us to help us understand. And by me not being in the regular society of the world, doing everyday people like I used to, I was really alarmed that there was that many foot care problems out there. So one of my questions was, are you telling me that this situation that's going on is rampant? And one of the ladies said something about schools, which triggered me because I just had partnered with a guy who owns 3 schools in Florida, and he wanted me to develop a foot nanny kit for the students. And I was like, okay. And we talked about petty credit, which people are like, what is that? He wanted me to put the student kits in, and then the students will be able to pay for the kits on credit, where the more established nail tech may not need it, but a rainy day may come. But we're here for you, and it has been amazing.
Awesome.
So great. This was overdue. Way
Yeah,
overdue.
excellent getting in on the school level.
Way
really
overdue.
is.
Because they said we have to start it, get them now, because
Yes.
the students are coming out not prepared,
They're our
knowing.
future.
Yes.
They're the future of the industry.
Love
And
it.
it's interesting, you don't have to be a medical nail tech or want to be a medical nail tech
Right.
for this to be relevant.
No.
The podiatrist this morning definitely covered some things
Yes.
that would be relevant in the everyday salon. And I loved the stories
Every day.
from the nail professionals in the crowd talking about having caught melanoma and saved their clients' lives. And the
Yes.
one about catching cancer
Breast-
because she thought
Yes.
she
Breast
suspected,
cancer, yes.
she suspected melanoma, and they did the screening.
And then when the lady responded, told us that we are the first, I think it was Donna. She said we are the first responders. I'm like, we're first responders in
Yes.
foot care. And now we've grown to this society of technicians that we always felt that pedicures were forgotten. And I have a lot of friends who do nails, but a lot of them don't like doing nails. Doing pedicures. They'll say, I don't like doing pedicures. But maybe there are girls or guys who work in the salon does. But the fact that somebody says that is like, oh my God, you don't like doing feet? And that's okay, but now we know there's a whole community of women and men that I can refer people to, because I'm constantly getting asked, oh, you do Oprah, oh my God, do you know another nail tech as good as you? Well, I do know a lot of nail techs, but to find the cream of the crop, this did it today.
Exactly. And it really is like the top 5% of the industry that chooses to continue their
Yes.
education on a very regular basis.
Right.
And all of our viewers are definitely probably in that top 5% because that's why they tune in, is for that
Right.
additional education.
Right.
Even if you couldn't make it here, we want to make sure you know we're including you in wanting to continue your education.
Yeah, because this is
Absolutely.
huge. This is huge. And next year, I think we're going to have an arena. I'm running around. We're going to need a week.
Right.
I'm running around. Everybody pulling me. I think we need to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I think we need a whole lot more time. But if a lot of women are saying they feel very special. They felt like it was a long time coming. Oh my God, I had no idea. These kind of things are out here. And I think because you chose certain type of vendors as far as foot care only knowledge. And for years, people have been saying, oh, you should be foot nanny, you should do this. I said, no, I'm staying in my lane. And it's very hard to stay in your lane, but it makes more sense to stay in your lane. And because of that, now I'm sitting next to like Foot Logics, and I'm like, oh yeah, love your stuff, but I'm more of the icing on the cake. So after you've done all that, Foot Nanny is the ending. So I love all the vendors. It's supposed to be like this.
Collaboration.
Yes, it's supposed to be. I don't know about putting all that on there. Whatever system you use, that's great. I'm just the icing on the cake.
Brilliant. Brilliant. And I popped in the Foot Nanny website for you guys in the comments, so you can go and click on that and check out the Foot Nanny products.
And they can register for Petty Credit also by
Awesome.
Foot Nanny at
Brilliant.
pettycredit.com. That's my stuff, my website by Foot Nanny. Yes, it's me.
Awesome. So check all of that
Yes.
out. And are you on Facebook and Instagram and all that good stuff as
Yes,
well?
everywhere. Foot Nanny.
Brilliant.
Foot Nanny.
So
Foot
if you
Nanny.
just
Foot
look up
Nanny
Foot
Union.
Nanny, you'll find it on all your favorite social media channels. Thank you so much for giving up
That's
part of your
it?
lunch break to
That's
meet up
it?
with us. That
Okay,
is-
more fish.
We've
Honey,
got
we're
one
eating
more.
salmon. Okay, salmon at the Foot Sports
It's like,
Summit.
I gotta go grab me some more
And the
fish.
chocolate cake.
Chocolate.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
look
the
at that
chocolate-
big piece.
yep.
Isn't that beautiful?
Wow, I
Yeah,
can't-
the chocolate cake looks divine.
Well, hopefully you all will be at the next one.
Yes, so you can
Darling,
come have
but we're
fish
taking
and
it-
chocolate cake.
Yeah, so taking it to the next level next time.
Right, and
Thank
if
you
you're
for taking
allergic
time
to
out of your
fish,
lunch
there's
break to
chicken
see
All it's
bruschetta.
missing is a martini. Oh well, you got an open bar. Wait,
Yes.
later on. Later on. Bye, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Who's that?
Our next guest, as we mentioned earlier, is publisher from Nails Magazine, Beth. And we love Beth!
NailOn, guys.
Yes.
Yes. Love the shirt.
Brilliant.
Love the
We
shirt.
can't wait to see what you
Super
look like in
cool.
yours.
I
You'll have
asked
to tag us
each
when you
other.
wear it.
We brought Beth her own shirt.
Yes.
Our shirts with not only with our NailOn on the front, have our individual hashtags on the back.
Yeah.
And we got Beth a shirt that says hashtag Nails Magazine.
Yeah,
And
I love it. It's
now that we've debuted the logo, I'll post pictures of that on my
Yes.
Facebook album
Cool.
where we're journaling all of our adventures from the weekend.
Yeah, it's been so great having you guys here, and thank you for doing this.
Oh, we've had so
during your
much
lunch
fun.
break, like
Right.
bless you. Yeah, yeah, the food looks really
Well,
good.
thank you for asking us.
Yes, this
No,
is a
it's
great
been
time.
Love having
And
you guys.
if you guys like the NailOn show every month, this is who was like, I was like, so we're thinking about doing this on our social media, on my channel and Mel's channel, going back and forth. And she's like, well, why can't you just always do it on the Nails Magazine
Always
channel?
everything from Nails Magazine, because everyone loves hearing from both of you, and you're everyone's BFF, and everyone has their nail eyes and loves
Exactly.
Holly, loves FingerNailFixer.
So
I heard a girl
this is
cry
whose fault that is.
yesterday.
She
meeting you.
did.
That is amazing, Holly.
Oh, she's
That is so powerful.
Like to know that someone really benefits from
Yes.
something you put out
Yes,
to help with
absolutely.
education
Yeah.
and makes a living and
Yeah.
continues their passion is so, like, that's why we're here.
Exactly, and the energy at this event, I feel like it's a lot of emotions, right?
Mhm.
A lot of women
Yes.
supporting other women,
Mhm.
medical professionals supporting nail techs. It's just been like this great collaboration. Everyone's speaking about the energy in that room, right?
Absolutely.
It's so positive and good and buzzworthy. Like it's
really
so
cool.
exciting. Yeah, it is really, really
So
cool.
what gave Nails Magazine the idea to do a foot-only event?
Yeah, so actually Cindy, who you know and love, so Cindy's our VP and group publisher. She was the publisher of Nails for 20-something years.
Yes.
She said, you guys need to do an event. I think it should be foot care. And when she said it, I was like, yeah. I was like, of course. Like, why haven't we done this before?
Mhm.
So Nails hasn't put on an event in many, many, many years. And we really believed in the passion behind this topic. You know, you go to a trade show and it's hard to find nails, but then it's hard to even like dig down deeper and find foot care specifically and network with people who are particularly passionate about foot care. So we're happy to have this event and have it really targeted and get people really excited about feet. Yeah, yeah,
When I first started hearing about this in January.
right?
I know Beth and I had a phone conversation. I'm
Yep.
like, I'm so excited to see an event just for nail professionals.
Yes.
And just focused on feet, because our first two broadcasts in March and April were foot related.
Right, right, and I think it's something people crave, like on our website, feet articles always do well, toenail pictures on Instagram do well. There's a lot of, there's a lot of room to play too. We've talked about reconstruction today, we've talked about, pricing, we've talked about medical, infections, we've talked about the business. I mean, there's a lot to talk about with feet. So yeah, it's good to have everybody get those conversations going.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And what would you say for next year
okay.
they should look for?
Yeah, so I would keep your eye on Nails Magazine, nailsmag.com, Nails Magazine, social media. A lot of people heard about this event through social media. That's where a lot of our audience likes to live and hang out, as you can see.
And we love them there.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, those are gorgeous.
We love our digital world.
Yeah, no, totally. So we'll be talking very soon about next year's event. A lot of people have been asking me about it already, which makes me feel really good. I want it to be bigger and better next year. I think we need 2 days, right?
Mhm,
Of
absolutely.
topics and classes and panels. Like, I think we could go on for days and days with this topic. So for next year, just keep an eye out. You can always email me, beth.livesey@bobbit.com, and I will be happy to alert you. But yeah, we'll be talking about it very soon. And if you come to any of our other events throughout the year, we're having a digital summit in November in Los Angeles. We have our event in Premiere next year. We're going to the Premiere Philadelphia show. Like, you can ask us about it there too.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
So definitely always be comfortable with walking up to anyone from Nails Magazine.
It's a great tip.
They're always
Yeah.
happy to talk to the
Yeah.
nail professional. Don't stand back and think, oh my gosh, that's Beth.
No.
Like, walk up to her and say,
Totally.
hi Beth, I'm Holly, I do nails in Iowa. so excited to meet you, but I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Always feel welcome to ask Nails Magazine questions. That's what they're there for.
Absolutely.
And they're always really open. Like, I've had
Yeah.
so many comments today, like, oh, I met Beth, and I met Michelle, or I met
Yeah.
Catherine, and they're so nice. And it's like, yeah, they're really cool people.
We work for you. Like, I was just thinking about this. We work for you. I mean,
Mhm.
really, like, we're trying to give you the content that you want in the magazine, online and in person. So anything you ever want to know, or if you have other ideas for how we can make this event better, or have another show or another article or anything, you know, throw it at us, because we love being able to give you the proper tools to do your job and to know more.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So could any of the viewers request subjects to be covered on different articles?
Yes.
Request that
Yes.
on like an email, the Facebook page? What is the
Yes,
best place to
I
do
would
that?
say an email is always good.
Okay.
But yeah, you can also
Do you want
message
to
us.
to editor at Velvet?
There's editor@nailsmag.com. Yeah. You can DM through Facebook. Yeah, that works. We check that every day. We get a lot of spam there too, but you can.
It goes with the territory.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. You can email us. Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. Yeah.
And then we can also, I believe Holly and I are planning on continuing NailOn
Right.
through next year.
Right.
We have our potential schedule or potential topics
Right.
through the end of the year, but if there are any topics you'd like us to
Yeah.
cover into 2019, please let us know.
Yeah,
Or let Beth know and she can let us know.
Yeah, I urge you guys to crowdsource. And I mean, you know, we want to give the people what they want. And, you know, we're so lucky at Nails because we can talk about things editorially, or we can have Holly talk about them as a nail tech using her experience, or Mel. So, you know, you don't always have to hear from me. You can hear from anybody.
There's like a whole
Yeah.
group of people
Yes,
working
Absolutely.
together from different
So,
aspects.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
So we have from Marseille, keep the live videos coming. It's nice to be involved and be informed. Some of us need this information. So thank you, Marseille,
Thank
for
you.
that. And then Sheila says, did we reveal the hats? We did, but Mel will flash hers again. Do you want to get closer to the camera? Make sure they can see it a little better.
Am I centered?
Brilliant. And then show your shirt, because the shirt's easier to see than the...
I like the color.
There we go.
There we go.
So the hats we're hiding our new logo for the show. And then Robin says, do you have an events link for Nails Magazine? Is there a specific page for
That's such a
events
great
yet?
question.
That is a good
No,
question.
there isn't, and that's a good idea. We are actually redoing our website in the near future, so we will be adding that tab. But for now, the Foot Forward Summit has its own website, so it's www.footforwardsummit.com. And then if you go to nailsmag.com, we certainly talk about our upcoming events there. But no, that's a great observation. We don't have an event-specific tab as of yet. Yeah.
So I put in the editor at Nails Mag email that you guys can send your story ideas or requests to. And then I also added the link for the Foot Forward Summit. So all you have to do is scroll down in the comments for this video and click on that.
Yep. Wonderful. I have to go soon because we're going to be starting
Yes,
up.
it's starting up in
Yeah.
about
Yes.
6 minutes,
And I
so we're
can't
going to let
keep
Beth go.
Thank you for taking
But
the time
thank
out
you
and
for
joining
doing
us.
this. Thank you for being here. Thank you for
having us.
Oh,
Yeah, we really
love-
appreciate
love
it.
having
It's
you.
been
So yeah,
awesome.
so NailOn guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
enjoy the rest of the events. And Marseille says she'd like to send a story idea. Definitely send that in. You can submit that to the editor at Bobbit, or you can contact me, FingerNailFixer, through any social media and send me a private message. If it's not a large enough piece for a story, I'm happy to use it as a guest blog. So feel free to reach out on that in any way that works the best for you. Oh, Marcy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is why I try not to say names. Okay, it's Marcy.
Marcy.
I'm so sorry, Marcy.
But thank you for joining us,
Perfect.
Marcy.
And thank you for letting me know how to fix it, because I feel terrible when I say names wrong. Brilliant. Do you have any questions for us before we wrap things up? We promised to send a shout out because we had the most amazing help at the Hard Rock Cafe when we visited, and you can see a few pictures of it from our adventures. The waitress that we had was so cool. Her name was Margarita, and she did a great job. She made it so much fun to be there. And we also had stellar help in the gift shop.
Yes.
Who goes to Hard Rock without the gift shop when you're from out of town?
That's why
Right.
I went there.
Exactly.
Gotta get my hat, gotta get my pen, gotta get my keychain, had to buy a hat, another t-shirt.
Right, and we totally needed backpacks.
Yes, we had to have backpacks.
Because who else is a bag junkie? Like, give us some thumbs up. We want to know who else is a bag junkie watching. Because,
Yes, yep,
like,
yep.
if it's a cool bag, we have to
But
have it.
the head retail gal at the Hard Rock Cafe here in Atlanta, her name was Patricia. We told her we would give her a shout out because she was excellent to us.
Yes, she helped us so much. Like, customer service is a dying art. So it was so cool to go somewhere as trendy and busy as the Hard Rock Cafe and still get killer service from
Well,
her.
we ended up wandering around the shop for several minutes, well, quite a while.
Yeah, I think we
with
were there
her.
for half an hour.
Yes. I told Holly when we went in, don't let me spend over $100. So it was a successful
Right.
venture. But yeah, Patricia was very good to us. So
Yes.
thank you.
So thank you, Patricia.
Yes.
And then we love you back, Marcy.
Yes.
Renee says, make sure you go to Cookout. Okay, you're gonna have to tell us what Cookout is. Is that a restaurant or a park or something else?
Oh, and I add one of our other adventures we did on Friday was the Atlanta Zoo.
Yes,
I got to see pandas.
you did. And for those of you that have followed me and know that turtles are like my gig, turtles to me are what pandas are to BFFmel. So Miss Melissa Finch actually is getting teary-eyed again because she's so happy to see pandas. And crazy fun fact, they're only available to see at 4 zoos in the United States. And she has now seen them at 2. So you've seen half the pandas in the US.
Another interesting fact about, we were discussing about pandas, all the pandas in all of the world in any of the zoos are still technically owned by China. They're just kind of on loan to all of those zoos. So thank you for China for letting them out of the country so nerds like me can go see them.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, it's a fast food place with the best burgers and shakes. Oh
All
my
right.
goodness, Renee, a shake sounds amazing.
Yes, it does.
That sounds so awesome. Was there anything else that we needed to throw at them? I feel like we remembered to tell them
Should I look at
about
my notes?
social media. Yes,
Does that
look
work?
at your notes.
Okay.
We've been thinking of things all weekend, like, oh,
Yes.
we have to remember to tell them this, and we have to remember to tell them that. And definitely you can see all of our photo adventures of the extra things that we've done. So if you're thinking about coming to the Foot Forward Summit next year, you know about a few things to do in Atlanta that could be really cool. And we've tried to do things that are kind of inexpensive. So we got our tickets to the zoo on Groupon. The Stone Mountain thing that we did, we only had to pay for parking, which was $15. So
That
we
was per
tried
car.
to find,
Yeah,
it was per carload, not even per person. So if you have a rental car that will seat 5, or an Uber car, well, you probably wouldn't Uber. If you have a rental car that will seat 5, or if you network with other nail professionals in Atlanta, which is what we did, we networked with some other professionals here before we came and went with them. So definitely be looking for things to do next year. And it looks like we've got some Atlanta people in the crowd, and they could definitely let you know what some fun things are to do. Also, look about sharing a room with someone. That makes it so much more affordable. We split the cost of a hotel. And if you end up getting a rental car, split the cost of the car. If you Uber, split the cost of the Uber.
Even if you don't already have your own BFF to come to an event with, work on the Nails Magazine page or the Foot Forward Summit page and network for other people that are coming alone, and you can make a new friend.
Yes, and we've seen that. We had one
Yes.
gal that came in by herself, and she's made so many new friends already. So it's definitely a great time to start now building that relationship and making those plans for next year.
I think we've done all the shout outs we had.
We caught
planned to.
everything? Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. Thank you all so much for joining us. Those of you that joined us live here at the Foot Forward Summit, thank you.
Yes, thank
And
you.
those of you that are joining us from around the rest of the world, we really appreciate your time, and we love seeing you once a month. And until September, when we talk about social media, nail on.
Bye. I can't reach these pictures. Wait.